Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Slexter Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. What kind of nonsense is Clive going to get wrapped up into today and sigh about? It's like, oh god, how do I keep getting to this? Well, I don't know because of how the editing process works. But I will say, enjoy.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
I want to see what's over here to the side. Oh.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
No, wait. I'm not here to fight if you're local. Probably.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Oh, wrong one. That's what we're new. Oh, he was the last one. Jesus.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that,
Yeah? Who's that?
and he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord.
Hey, it's
I
Wade.
knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Hell yeah.
If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I suppose we owe you our thanks.
Yes.
You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
And more crafting shit.
We'll
Item shop though.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
What is it you require?
Actual upgrades would be nice. Wait a minute, what? An actual upgrade. Demon Tamer's Armed Guards. Hell yes.
Will that be all?
Equip that. Crimson Tassels increases. Wait, I thought I bought this. Oh, when dealing damage. I need more money. I mean, I can buy it now, but I need to keep some money for when I actually get things. Ah, dang it.
May it serve the cause well. It has been an honor.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white? Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Alright, so we've got Wade traveling with us now, it looks like. Or, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay, I want to check... How many ability points do we have? We have 1,300. I'm gonna go ahead... Should I do it now? Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one the Limbrick upgrade. Okay, 2,000 points to master it and get a 4th bar of Limit Break.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
It's always with me.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village.
We're going all the way up there now. Okay.
We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind.
Nice.
Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
There we go.
Ready, go?
The two of them. Both. Wait. Where are the two of them? Where the fuck is Jill and Wade? There they are. Well, there's... Okay, yeah, they're both on the joke list.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Don't worry. They'll never see me approaching. On my choke. Okay, never mind. That guy's
What is
almost
it
just
now?
not...
I told
great.
you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Your funeral, not mine.
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
And those two are done. Alright, who's left?
Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
All yours, Torvald!
More dragons!
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't be flattered.
Forgot how to do that one move.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Ah. Ow.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Oh shit.
I needed that.
Okay. Okay. Buttons. And you're done. Imperial Link, that's new.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
How much was that accessory? Was it 26, 28? Would I consider buying it now?
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall.
It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
We were just like collecting all these seals, like merit badges. Just like, oh hey,
I shall wear
here, have this to show people that
sure that
you're
you
cool
do?
with me.
I don't want
We've
my
got
men
3 or
attacking
4
you
of these
again.
now.
Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see
When do
you.
I get to go to the Indigo Plateau?
Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
Nah.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Alright, Clive, you know how to prove it. Summon a fire.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod.
What?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Now that's a terrible lie.
It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
No, I know what I meant to say.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid.
Well, I'm not the
You're
original.
such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
That is how it works, yeah.
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
Oh, if you go with us, you're dead.
This will be fun.
He is so gonna die. He's gonna die, and then we're gonna stop being called Sid. We're gonna start taking on his name instead.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Well, then I guess we gotta go talk to Vivian. Also, it seems like the Plus quest, like, unlocks something. Kind of like how in Final Fantasy 14 you have the regular yellow quest and then the blue quest that you do something different.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less.
Interesting.
And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
But there's more to see here first.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Also, I was looking something up because I was thinking, like, what was the Mother Crystal that we already destroyed? That one apparently was called Drake's Head. And apparently they're used... I don't know if the game's gonna... I mean, she just mentioned it a little bit. She mentioned Drake's Eye. Apparently that used to be Mother Crystal, and it just is gone now. And there was another one that used to be gone. I don't know if that spoiled me on something. But then I just read it's gone, then I stopped reading the paragraph. It's like, okay. That's all I need to know there. We still don't know who this person is. He's hunting me. Oh, it no longer says that I'm trying to avenge Sid on the mysterious being. I guess just because, like, we have other things that are important at the moment, so we're less focused on that. All right.
Here you are.
The situation is we are headed to Drake's path. Yeah, this one looks fire aligned. Drake's saying looks earth aligned. I feel like we're gonna have like elemental fights. That one's probably water. And then this one is lightning. Or might still be air, because usually, you know, it's the 4 fire, water, earth, air. Or wind, rather. But I feel like wind might have been the one we already destroyed. Actually, that could be ice instead of water. Because if there were 2 other ones, then it would have been... What are all the elements in this
today's
game,
lesson.
actually? Like, I know Leviathan is added as an icon in the DLC. But I don't know, like, what Bahamut in
Clive!
Odin are classified under in this game.
Is something wrong?
If anything.
He's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
Yeah, if you think it'll help.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
I was trying to think if maybe there was like 1 icon per crystal. But there's 7 crystals that we know of, and there's 8 icons, 9 if you count Leviathan from the DLC. And I don't know if maybe the DLC there's another crystal there. No fucking idea. But no, it doesn't connect up unless maybe one of them or a couple of them are not counted. Like Ifrit may not count.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill, when you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
That's where we gotta go next, but I got quests to pick up first. Quest, and I also need to take notes on the hunt. Alright, actually, I want to pick this one up first. What's this? To marinate yard chokebu. No.
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
How could I refuse?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
So, Rosaria.
Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Won't prioritize that just yet. Let's get the other quest first.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Stick your nose in his
just
business.
wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have put the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
This is how we're gonna unlock more shit. Please let me unlock more shit.
Blackthorn is a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Oh, yeah. And she's right here.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already.
Ah,
Didn't
shit.
think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe? Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Oh, we have a letter to read.
Wouldn't be half as bad to hold up bloody dust.
Oh, we have 3 letters to read. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one. But I reckon if no one else listened to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know that they've done a fine job. By the time you'd catch none but Sid stepping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him, it never worried about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. My Lord Marcus, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us are expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed to Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians. I am proud to stand alongside you once again. The Dalmex and the Imperials are to standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay a wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised, rather. Oh! Hello, chest. That I've missed before. I only went through that door because I thought it was another path to get down there. Well then. Alright, ready, son? What do you have? Is it arcade mode or is it Sage replay? I don't... What? I don't... What the hell is new? I saw nothing new. I'm blind.
I could have sworn we had a few. Typical nobles.
Alright, Nectar. I'm gonna look at your board here. I need to take some notes. Here. Ooh, ask about griffin sightings. Locals call it Dozemare. Okay, now he'll show me all of them. Alright, so we have the Angel of Death, which is in Clearview Sandbreck. As a C rank. And we have Belphegor, which is in Rosaria, the Broken Hilt. There's a B rank. And then Dozemare. Sandbreck. Fair Norvent. Westgate. Another B rank. Okay. Here's something else we need to talk to you about. Okay, no, I guess we talked to him again after we killed the griffin. Okay. We took out the blood trap, Martha's Rest. Desiree, what do you have?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
I don't like this called pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw, that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than make any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on my nightstand. May serve you better than it did him. From a busy courtesan. With the Berserker ring, though.
All yours.
Oh, horrible sound effect.
All done?
What does that do? Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. No. No. All right. Okay, and I think we'll go ahead and end that episode right there, and we'll pick up from there in the next one. So, I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.